We gotta boil!
Welcome, everyone, to the biggest Without a Recipe season of all time.
Is anyone else hot? Because I'm hot.
A season so big, we're splitting it up into 2 parts. Special guest.
It kind of reminds me of college.
Rotating cast. A big live special to end it all.
You know what? I'm psyched.
The biggest season ever.
6 episodes.
Oreos, croissant, s'mores, sandwiches, and wedding cakes.
The worst chefs we've ever assembled.
Woo! I came here to win, baby!
Today's episode, we're making ramen.
What's the hardest thing you've ever done on this show?
This.
This? And I'm in it?
They're gonna make Zach look so good at cooking. Last year was a total blast, and we're dialing up the fun even more.
It's Without a Recipe Live.
We're doing a big live special to end it all. Anything can happen.
Welcome to Without a Recipe Live!
Join us live in the kitchen. You don't want to miss it.
You guys get to vote on the winner.
It is about to go down. Get your tickets now at tryguys.com/war.
You want to buy your tickets right now. First week of sales, they're discounted. That's right, early bird special.
Discounted tickets available this week only.
The Try Guys are back in the test kitchen for the biggest season ever of Without a Recipe.
I need like a grandma spoon.
This week, they're making ramen.
Wait, MSG is a real thing?
Will they show you something special?
What is this? What are these things?
Or will they be embarrassed by their nudes?
I'm just playing with this and I don't know why.
Over the course of 2 days, each chef will have 6 hours to complete their dish and present it to our judges.
Welcome back to another season of Without a Recipe. Hey everyone, I'm Rosanna Pansino. I host one of the internet's most popular baking shows, and now I'm also a host on Food Network.
Hi, I'm Rich Rama, and I am the co-founder of Ichikoro Ramen in Tampa, Florida, as well as a consultant for Sun Noodle.
Hi, my name is Jude Parra, and I'm the regional executive chef for Momofuku. So Momofuku is a restaurant group that started out with Momofuku Noodle Bar, which was a small ramen shop in the East Village in New York. Momofuku is actually the name of the inventor of instant ramen. I work here in Los Angeles at Majordomo, as well as the Momofuku in Las Vegas. So ramen is a Japanese noodle soup. There's lots of different varieties. You know, a nice chewy noodle, flavorful seasoned and umami-packed broth, and a very clean and balanced flavor overall. So I'm gonna cook this broth for at least 4 or 5 hours. Most ramen places actually don't make their own noodles because of the expensive equipment that you need to have. For those of you trying to make ramen noodles at home, just make sure you're really making a well-seasoned broth. Don't give up hope. It's not easy, but it can be done. You just need to take a few important things into consideration. Understand your parameters before getting too out of the box.
Ramen. I'm a little soup slut, short and stout. I'm stoked for this episode.
I actually never had fancy ramen until I moved to Los Angeles. I only thought ramen was like the packets. I ate a lot of that growing up. Sometimes I'd eat the dust by itself. That was good.
Joining us for the first half of the season, we have Jared, Popkin, and Kwesi James. And in part 2, Eugene joins with Marissa to bring some chaos.
Have you ever baked anything?
Nope. Never. How hard can that be? Soup? That's just water, right? And then I'll put it in the microwave, maybe a little seasoning or something.
Cooking at home for Kwesi James is not really something I try to do. I think ramen's gonna be easy because it's just broth, right? We just take bones and put it with water. Wait, are we making our own ramen from scratch?
This season, our worst chefs ever. No, sorry, no offense.
No, it's okay. You're right.
I love ramen because it's so complex. It's such a good soup. They don't call it soup, they call it ramen.
Damn right.
All right, chefs, in 3, 2, 1, try to cook.
Let's make a soup.
Bam! Let's go into the let's see what we're dealing with in here. Pete's duck.
Duck is pretty fatty.
Yeah, that's why I chose it.
Remember as a child, you'd sit in a little circle. One child would walk around the circle and say, duck, duck, goose. And then they'd run around. Well, I wanted to take the inspiration of that silly game and make it a soup. Duck, duck, goose. It makes sense. Ducks are fatty, geese are fatty. Where the goose comes in is the foie gras, very, very rich. I'm gonna use that in place of where I think I would use butter. Again, I think butter's in it. I feel like I'm just making spaghetti.
First thing we're gonna do is grab ourselves some chicken stock.
Let's go. Let's go. I am doing like a Cajun-inspired ramen. It kind of reminds me of like a crawfish boil, if that makes sense. Does that make sense to anyone else? Am I crazy? I like crawfish. I actually am comfortable with seafood, and that's something I have helped prepare before. Like, it may not be edible, but it will look magnificent.
To make the broth? You don't make broth. Broth is made. It comes in a box. Rachel, why?
Last year I won with my Jewish-inspired taco, so I'm trying to start off on the right foot. L'chaim. Today I'm making a matzo ball-inspired ramen. It's basically just gonna be matzo ball soup. Jews don't eat pork, which I think it's yummy. So I'm putting pork in my ramen. There's a little bad Jew ramen. All the kosher stuff was just because they didn't want to die. And honestly, it probably like is better for you, but every now and then, a little pork. Pretty cool. Pigs are so smart.
What is the soup?
It's really a dedication to all the foreskin posse. I think I'm making a hot dick bowl, something like that. A hidden dicks.
Hot bowl of hidden dicks.
Hot bowl of hidden dicks. It's a play on words. I'm gonna try to replicate an uncircumcised penis. And I'm gonna put that in a hot bowl, and then the judge will have to uncircumcise the penis to reveal the what? The hidden dick. Quail egg is gonna most likely be the foreskin for the penis.
I'm so confused.
You provide the tools, and I'll provide the magic. How about that?
First, the chefs will have to make their own unique broth.
How much water do you think we need? I've never even considered doing this. Why would you make your own broth? That is, it costs $2.
Okay, so now we're gonna make our ramen broth. So dashi is the basis of all Japanese cooking. It's a broth that's traditionally made with kombu, which is a seaweed.
Kombu? I'm gonna probably need that. I don't know what the hell that is.
We have roasted onions and ginger, bonito flakes, which is smoked and dried tuna, and shiitake mushrooms. I'm just gonna go ahead and add all of these to our pot of simmering water here.
Probably get some garlic, some onions, get some carrots, 1 tablespoon of cumin, blau bay leaf.
Gonna start with a little classic carrots, onions, and celery. I'm gonna simmer it just to give them a toastier flavor.
It's like making a beautiful, good-smelling hot tub.
So there's different kind of styles of ramen. Generally speaking, yes, you do need some sort of element of fat.
Matzo is typically a chicken stock, but we're also making ramen, and pork's yummy. I think we keep the meat on the bone.
We have chicken and bacon, and I like to use whole chickens instead of just like chicken bones, just to kind of give it a little bit more flavor.
What is this glob on here? There's like raspberry jam on this meat. Is this too gross to even show? Are we just pixelating this all? This started out as a fun baking show, and now I'm f***ing Dexter up in here. Oh, this is so gross. Oh, this is just disgusting. Why do we eat food?
You need the broth to be rich. You need it to kind of cling to the noodles.
So right now, this is just salt and pepper on these super fatty duck thighs. But these are gonna go in here. These are gonna go in a pan. I'm gonna cook them separately. That's like the char siu.
Oh, man, I got all the flavors. Some beef bone here, smoked paprika, onion powder.
You can certainly add some spiciness to your ramen if you want.
Now it's time for the peppers. Scotch bonnet going in. Oh my goodness, Kwesi James, how do you do it?
Wow.
I don't know. All right, this is the pubes.
What?
Kwesi's making a big bowl of hidden dicks. Oh, the foie gras!
Oh, shit.
You don't want anything to be too fatty or greasy.
Wait, this is duck foie gras. Well, I was gonna put it in here, but I thought it was goose foie gras. This is just duck, duck, duck.
Oh, that was your only goose?
That was the goose. Now it's just duck, duck, duck. Duck, duck, duck.
Definitely would not make ramen broth with like foie gras or butter.
Foie gras. This is funny. Look at you. Look at you, little goofy guy. Into the soup you go.
Maybe I could see you putting like a little bit of butter at like the very end, but that would be kind of, you know, certainly not traditional and not sure if that would really work.
Every bit of fat we got.
But you don't want like a fat slick on the top of the bowl.
It smells good. It smells unique. It smells like duck soup ramen.
If and when done correctly, anything can go in ramen. That doesn't mean anything should go in ramen.
I just think Asian mixed with Cajun is gonna be something that maybe I invented and maybe people will redeem me as a genius. Whatever your hoisin sauce is, that smells really good. Sesame oil. We're gonna throw this in there too. I'm going pretty hard on the salt. I'm going big, whatever this is. Wow, that chili oil was spicy. Oh my God. Onion powder, powder me. This smells pretty good. Am I a chef?
Ramen is all about having balance and pulling the levers of different flavors.
Can't do matzo ball soup without thyme. Parsley. Jews love their bitter herbs. Shiitake in there. I've done nothing by design today. I'm just putting stuff in a pot and I'm not in control. All right, I'm gonna just try and make some matzo balls. I feel like I have my dry ingredients and then I like put eggs into here and then I just like mush it with my hand. Look at that, it's a little matzo ball. See, easy.
Hit me with your best shot. You made matzo ball soup!
So I'm gonna cook this broth for at least 4 or 5 hours. You can just kind of leave it safely, not let it get boiling too hard or anything like that, just a nice gentle simmer.
I need some flour, I need some water. And a dick mold. The penises are gonna be dumplings for the
dicks, the hidden dicks, the big whole bowl of hidden dicks.
Dumplings are really easy to make. I think it's just flour and water.
Dumplings are sometimes in ramen.
Let's go and test to see how that comes out. Come on, please work. It's not the sexiest thing in the world.
Yeah, it might be too much.
The mold is not working. It's just sticking to my hands. In my mind, this worked perfectly, but now I just can't get the dicks in the mold. What's the plan, Kwesi? Think. May have to find another solution. Think, Kwesi. How do you make this work? I should fry it?
Maybe you should freehand it.
How do I make dicks out of something else? I have a carrot.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can freeze? Hidden dicks and the dicks disappear when you put them in the hot water. Stop playing.
Now, Jared, this is your Cajun soup.
Cajun.
Yeah.
There's just like no real taste.
I need to try it.
You know, even on a lighter style broth, there's still gonna be a lot of flavor. Definitely don't think you wanna have a watery broth when it comes to your ramen.
Yeah. How much oil did you put in there?
Not enough?
No, that's not my, I'm like only tasting. Like,
oil.
It's like oil water.
I got water, for sure. I got the water taste.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
The way I'm gonna try to make this more ramen-y, because right now this is like a French chicken noodle, but it's not ramen. So I'm gonna put in some soy sauce, some hoisin, and some black vinegar. And I think I'm gonna put some more of this seaweed in.
Something has to be water-based for me to freeze. So a bit of soy sauce. Oh my God, there'll be black dicks. Yeah, hell yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. Add a lot of Cajun seasoning.
Okay.
Here's the thing, you want Cajun to punch you in the face.
I want it to punch me in the face.
When
I want it to
Eugene
punch me
does
right in the
Cajun,
face.
he does like that.
Should I just put the whole thing in?
Why not? What are they gonna do, sue you?
Well, it's definitely Cajun now.
How much time we got, Chef?
13.
Does hot sauce freeze? The chili oil. Does chili oil freeze?
I feel like my gut's telling me to do more hoisin. I feel like I need chili oil. I want more onion powder. Oh my God, my broth smells just like a seasoning.
I think I'm good. Sake and sriracha.
Wow, that's good. Needs to be cooked down a little more, but we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds. What's our Kwesi? Big old hot pot.
Big old hot pot.
Oh, way better.
Good?
Way better. I'm back, baby. Yeah.
Bitch is back.
Bitch is back.
Papa's
Papa's
home.
And he's coming Cajun, baby.
It's day 2. After leaving their broth to sit overnight, the guys will now make their noodles and finish their ramen.
Okay, there's AP flour, buckwheat flour, and bread flour.
AP, it seems the smartest.
He's like me.
Traditionally, noodle dough is all-purpose flour and alkaline water.
Making noodles is most likely like making dumplings, right? It's just flour and water and a little bit of salt.
Sea salts? Because my brain is telling me cornstarch.
And this MSG is the most delicious thing, so whether it goes in here or not, today it does. I'm gonna get some sesame oil out.
I would never put like an olive oil or sesame oil in the ramen dough. Maybe garnish with a little bit of sesame oil on top if you were kind of going for that kind of flavor, but you wouldn't need it in the dough.
You're doing sesame too?
Just a little bit of oil.
Oh my God, I kind of like that idea.
Stop cooking.
I can't help it, Rachel.
And then I'm going to add some warm water, and I'm gonna add the lye water to that.
We have flour, we have a bit of water. What is that lye water for?
Don't eat it.
If you don't use lye water, it's not ramen noodles. Lye water is a solution that you use to make ramen noodles. It's gonna give the ramen some nice chew, some good texture.
But this feels like pizza dough. But what could the difference be? Do you think it's that rye water bullshit?
So lye water can only be consumed in very, very small amounts and always in a cooked form. Definitely do not want to be tasting it or eating it raw in any way.
The lye water's gotta be here for a reason. It smells like nothing.
It's a highly corrosive liquid that could do permanent damage to your esophagus.
That water right there?
Uh-huh.
Don't put it in your mouth. Don't put it on your skin. Don't get it in your eyes.
You can't taste it till it's cooked.
All right, well, that's a no on lye water.
If the dough is too dry or too wet, add a little bit more flour, add a little bit of water, just a little bit at a time.
Water. Cooking is crazy.
My brain wants to say like it should feel like a butt, but that's just Eugene. That's just what Eugene said. That wasn't what the expert said. I'm just remembering Eugene.
Chopsticks.
It's not gonna be too wet.
This feels inefficient at best, racist at worst.
The dough is really sticky right now. You gotta add flour.
Oh no, I think I somehow f***ed this up already. The water might have been too much.
We'll just add more flour. It's all about the ratio.
Dad, you're pretty good at this.
The most famous last words that ever were.
And after this sits for a while, it'll be even more uniform. We let it rest for 30 minutes. You cannot roll out your dough at this stage. You have to let it rest.
I'm just gonna thread some through and see what happens.
So if you don't rest the dough, the flour is not gonna be fully hydrated. It's gonna be really hard to roll it out and cut it or run it through the noodle cutter.
Uh-oh.
Is it running through successfully?
It's real goopy, my dude.
Oh no. That's almost there though.
This is almost noodles.
So now that we have our dough, I'm just gonna divide it here in 2.
Oh, look how sexy this is. I just look like I know what the hell I'm doing.
You do, you look good.
The next step is to put it through the pasta roller attachment right here.
So I wonder if first we make it flat and then we make it noodle.
Actually, that does make sense. Like, roll it out.
I'm gonna put it through several times, kind of fold it over onto itself. You can't just put this through once. You gotta put it through multiple times, through multiple levels of thickness.
So I've seen Matt McLean and Becky do this together on one of their dates.
Roll it nice and flat.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh my God, what have I done?
So now we're ready to go ahead and put our noodles through the cutter. I wouldn't want to go any thinner than spaghetti. You can go a little bit thicker as well, but that would be the thinnest, I would say.
Watch your fingers.
Look at that. Oh, we got a little.
Yeah.
You're going with linguine.
A little bit. Wait, is that supposed to look like this?
I don't like that it's gunking together, but that's also what ramen does when you get it in the package.
If your dough is too wet and goopy to even go through the roller, you probably skipped too many steps on the front end.
What the hell is happening? Wow, didn't expect this.
Either restart or let your dough rest and be kneaded longer.
Go through. Just go through. Oh, no, no.
We're the
Again.
Again.
We're the least likely. Oh my God! This is so hard to manage.
I think this means it needs like so much more flour.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add these to the water here. These should only need to cook for 1 or 2 minutes.
I think I just need to put my noodles with the matzo balls. I honestly think these need like 6 minutes.
I think I want my noodles to cook for about like, man, it's like 25 minutes.
I need to boil these in water. I don't know if I have enough noodles to serve everybody, because that was just like, I don't even know what that is anymore.
Am I making a shirt? Is this a sweater?
You need to stretch it out. How much time, Chef? 29, damn, all right, time is running out.
Okay, so now we have our broth here, and I'm gonna season it with some of the tare. So the tare is soy sauce, mirin, which is like a sweet cooking wine, and sake.
I need to make foreskin, make it kind of like a egg white breakfast. I need to saute my vegetables. And I need to still check on my frozen dicks. How much time, Chef?
17.
So I like vegetables, I like shrimp. I don't really know how to cook either one of them. I'm just gonna put them in a pot and water. We're skipping the crab legs. I think I put too much water, maybe. Onion powder, I don't know why.
Traditional Jewish sesame oil seasoning.
So I'm gonna go ahead and add my pork belly. Got a nice soy egg.
Do I have any quail eggs? I could have got regular eggs, but I got quail eggs because they're freaking cute.
We got bacon, going bravely where no Jew has ever gone before.
15.
15 minutes, got it.
I think I did a good job with the shrimp. Wait, do I have to take them out of their shells for these people, or they know how to eat it?
They're melting really fast, so it's gotta be very quick with it. All right, I gotta put this back in the freezer. I gotta do this last minute.
What the f happened there? What are you doing? What are you doing? I think it all needs more flour.
Keith, how is your, oh, you're still making your...
Yes, dude, I clearly have a hard time over here.
While the other chefs start plating their ramen, uh-oh, Keith still hasn't finished a single portion of noodles.
Let me know if I can help you, Keith.
I think I'm on the right track now, but I'm definitely behind where I'd like to be. I'm gonna try this tiny little guy one more time.
You got this, Keith.
Don't stick. Don't stick. That's a lot. Here we go. That's much better. It's okay. I'm feeling better. Better. 8 minutes, okay.
Red means cooked, right? It's not too late to win, people.
This isn't a color that screams delicious.
I just don't want them to get in the water and just turn back into dough.
6 minutes. Got it. Let's go, Kwesi. No broth in mine yet.
Okay, let's see how this duck looks. But this is sort of like, you know, it's like char siu. Everyone loves a little more onion flavor. A little bit of carrot and mushroom there. How much time?
3.
You got this, Keith.
What have I made? What have I done?
The first ever soup by your little soup slut.
Zach, you made legitimately good soup.
How much time do we have?
1 minute.
What can you do at this point?
A minute of the plate? Oh my God!
Oh, damn, I broke the dick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up.
We made ramen!
Yes! I've never been more stressed out. I hope I did okay on the shrimp.
Is your shrimp shell on?
Yeah, I left it on.
Welcome back to another season of Without a Recipe. Today we'll be judging on taste, presentation, creativity, and is it a ramen? I have so many memories of having a bad day and then just wanting to eat a big bowl of ramen.
Ramen's changed over the years, and I think you could bring different elements into it that speaks to your own personality. So I want to see some of that creativity in the bowl.
It really comes down to the umami. You gotta have a lot of great umami flavor in your broth.
I love ramen.
Good. It's pork soup.
I know.
You don't eat pork, you said.
Well, hi, that's the old me.
Judges, L'chaim. For my ramen today, I wanted to take it on down to Passover town. I'm doing a little bit of fusion. Love ramen, but one of my favorite soups, the matzo ball soup. So we're taking the Jews and the Japanese and we're letting them have a little baby. I proudly present the matzo ball ramen soup. Before you, you have a beautiful soup. So it is a pork and chicken stock broth, and the ingredients that you would traditionally find in a matzo ball soup. So carrots, celery, onions. I did add mushrooms in there, and then little sprigs of parsley and thyme to remind you of the bitter tears of my ancestors. And then you have noodles and a little matzo ball to tie it all together.
Not only it looks comforting, but it smells really good. And maybe it's the bacon.
Yeah, it looks very like homey, rustic, and you know, sort of comforting, I would say.
Yeah. Matzo ball soup is just like, it's like a nice hug from your grandma.
Where's your noodles?
The noodles, I think you got, they got a little clumped up in the middle.
Together. I have one big clump here.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, when you get noodle,
Yeah. I thought this was actually the matzo ball.
Right, I thought that was like the...
But this is the matzo ball.
The sort of lead singer of the matzo ball group
that's
here.
the matzo ball.
Yeah.
And then that's the ramen.
It looked almost the same. Wow. Well, let's taste the broth, right?
That's a great place to start.
Great place to start.
Yeah. Okay.
And the louder you slurp, the more you love it.
That's true.
I like the saltiness. Lots of oil, so I like that.
Yeah.
I like the fattiness. I like the saltiness. I actually love the broth. I love the flavors here. I love when you take something and put a twist on it. I even love the veggies you put in here. I like the carrots, the celery.
I agree, the broth is really nice. The seasoning is nice on the broth, and I think that the pork adds a nice kind of like roundness. That's pretty nice. I definitely appreciate it and like that, you know, what you were kind of like swinging for in kind of, you know, bringing the two cultures together.
Toppings are great. The bacon, mushrooms, celery, carrots. Great broth. I would mess with this anytime.
Wow, Zach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job, Zach.
This little slut just became the master.
I'm gonna go in on the
Noodle ball.
the
Noodles,
noodle.
the nudes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Noodle ball. Noodle ball.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know how to approach the noodles. I gotta
Kind of
say,
like a dumpling.
This is like dough.
Yeah, it's chewy.
Thank you
it's
so
a little
much.
chewy. It's
Very
chewy.
chewy.
And how many, just curious, how many Passover dinners have you guys been to?
I like the chewiness. They're just a bit thick.
Why are my noodles sticking together? What did you guys do to it?
Well, when I make pasta at home, we have to make them and then we let them out to dry. And they really have to sit and set, at least a couple hours.
I gotta say though, the matzo ball, not great. Still kind of like raw in the middle. Are you guys getting that on yours? Like
Matzo balls are kind of known for being shitty, so I was trying to honor that.
This might be the only thing that's not
Here.
edible.
Sure.
No, it's definitely not cooked through.
Soup good,
Great.
carrot good, noodle bad, matzo ball bad.
I think that's a fair summary. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Judges, is it ramen?
I'm gonna
Let's
say,
start with Rosanna.
It's not a good-looking ramen, but
Wasn't the question.
I think it might be an ugly one.
I think with some work, it can be ramen. So I wouldn't necessarily call this ramen today.
Yeah, same. I would say this is not a ramen, but going back to our earlier conversation, right? It is soup. I will give you the soup aspect of it.
Let me try my noodle. Hold on. Let me try my noodle. Yum. That's the two you guys were talking about. Wow, this is the most delicious soup I've ever had. And you are correct, it's not ramen.
Guys, chefs, colleagues, chefs in the world of what we do, which is cooking, I present to you a Cajun Asian fusion with shrimp inside of it. Shell on. And that was because, not that I ran out of time, but because I think that's more traditionally accurate. And some Cajun seasoning, which you're gonna love.
Whoa!
Wow.
Good job, Jared.
Whoa!
Whoa, wow.
That's strong.
Oh.
Smells
Good.
spicy.
Yeah.
I'm smelling
smells-
a lot of seasoning.
Yeah,
lot
lots
of
of
flavor.
Sure.
My mouth is just salivating. It's a lot.
I thought seasoning was important. You know, we're going Cajun style. We have to go all out, right? We have to put all of the seasoning we can in.
Well, yeah, we might be drowning in it a little bit.
It's a trip for sure.
I think it looks nice. I mean, the shrimp is definitely popping on the top, so it's enticing.
Really? Wow, yes.
I do have to say one thing. I'd like to be able to see a little bit of noodle. I think the level of broth is maybe too much.
Sure.
Sure.
But that's what you do in the bayou.
Okay.
You know? You have to drown a little. You're like, I'm in the swamps. Oh.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We got clumps.
Yeah, still
like last time.
Not quite that big ball in the center like there was, but they've definitely clumped together a bit.
Where are we?
Oh, it's matzo ball soup again.
I'm also Jewish. So
live.
We're gonna try the broth.
Yeah,
Let's try the broth.
Whoa! Wow, a shot to the mouth, right?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Oh my!
Oh my, indeed.
Hot, hot.
So the broth, we had a lot of stuff in there.
I'm awake now.
Yeah, I wanted to wake you up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're here. Why not like have fun with it?
Yeah.
And I had lemon, I had vegetables, I had celery, I had carrots. I didn't get enough flavor, so I went back around. I did a loop-de-loop, and then I added some more Cajun seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think shrimp is cooked really nice. I'm definitely digging the shrimp a lot. I think it kind of lacks a little bit of depth. It's just kind of like spice and that's it. There's not really a lot like behind it.
Maybe some other toppings in here that would have helped combat some of the spiciness of it.
The spice went in later than everything else. So
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just a lot of spice, and it needs something else to pair with to balance out how much I'm getting there. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I like spice, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
This is hot. Yeah.
But it's Cajun.
It is definitely Cajun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and these noodles, compared to Zach's, they're a little bit thicker, and I almost feel chewier, too.
Definitely chewier.
Mm-hmm. In a good way.
In a good way.
Great way.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
I do love the shrimp. Like I said, the shrimp is really good.
Shrimp was really well made.
Yeah.
Can we hear that one more time?
I really love the shrimp, I gotta say.
These are real shrimp.
Good job.
Yes.
And you kept the shell on, which is awesome. I mean,
Authentic.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of has like seafood boil vibes.
It's exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. My main question for you all is it ramen?
I say no.
Okay.
I'm also gonna go with no.
Okay. Okay.
Again, more of just like soup vibes, but yeah, it didn't come together fully as ramen for me.
Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the lack of fat makes it way more soup than ramen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say close, but no cigar.
Close though.
But the noodles, I like the chewiness, but too clumpy. That's just, I'm not getting a ramen.
Let's try it. I'm so excited. It's not that spicy. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is so easy to eat. You guys want to try it?
I want to try it, but I'm also afraid of it.
Keith, don't try it. It's too spicy for you.
I'll taste
Your face is turning red.
What?
Your face is turning red.
It is
give it a
not
good
that spicy.
Judges, do me a favor. Thank your mom and dad. I'll wait.
Thanks,
Thank
Mom
you,
and Dad. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
My ramen is about fertility. There's in Japan, there's a festival called Kanamara Matsuri. It's a celebration of what? Dicks. And what you're gonna have today is a bowl of hot hidden dicks.
Oh.
And you're gonna most likely enjoy it. Let's get this show on the road.
Wow. I'm it.
I ain't fucking around.
I've never had a bowl of dicks before.
I ain't fucking around. You'll see.
Wait.
Bowl of dicks.
Yep.
I am so sorry.
I gotta see these. Wow.
I ain't fucking around.
This is hysterical.
I came here to win.
Those noodles look money.
I came here to win.
Yeah.
Came here to win.
I like this.
I came here to win, baby. I ain't f***ing around.
He ain't f***ing around.
So, judges, do me a favor and can you pour the broth on the dicks? So, on the broth, I took a beef bone, boiled it in water, and I threw different flavors and into it. And most of all, I threw love. With the dicks, there are sake flavors, there's sriracha flavors, there's soy sauce flavors. So we have the entirety of the dick spectrum. We also have egg whites to give the reference of a uncircumcised penis. Is your dick's melting?
Oh, my dick melted.
Fantastic.
What about the one in the soup?
I love the interactivity of pouring the broth over. I appreciated that it just, you know, disintegrated the dick that was on top.
I thought it was really fun.
Thank you.
I've been to a lot of bachelorette parties, and you know, they theme things, wieners everywhere, that I've never seen.
Hot bowl of hidden dicks.
Never had a dick in a bowl before, so this is highly creative.
Thank you.
I also have to say that the noodles separate.
Huge.
Which is a big deal here.
Thank you. Let's go for the taste.
Very promising.
Let's go. Oh, come on, Rosanna.
It is kind of sweet and sour.
Broth is good. It's pretty rich. You know, it's got a nice little bit of spice to it. I think maybe could use a little more seasoning. Kind of coats your mouth, coats the noodles.
The noodles separate, which is a great thing.
I just wanted to represent fertility and all dicks.
Yeah, it's got a nice little spicy end to it as well.
That's a Trinidadian dick.
The carrots and the celery, they're really crunchy. Not cooked enough.
Quail egg was good as a garnish, but I kind of am like wanting more from this. Is it just like some other like protein or like meat element, you know? And I think you could have leaned into the dicks even more, maybe just have some little sausages in there.
Put it in your restaurant if you want. I'll take a small cut. And we could just make money together, baby.
You can't take a small cut if you want it to be an uncircumcised.
You beat me to the joke.
That was a good one. So, Judge, Jizz, and them.
Don't say jizz.
I just got that too. Damn, these guys are really good. Judges.
Kwesi, come on.
Judges and them. Is this ramen?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that yes, this
I
is
am
ramen.
saying yes as well.
Stop playing.
Yeah,
Wait.
Yes. Got the fat in there. It's got noodles.
Yeah.
It is the most ramen-like I've seen so far, noodle-wise.
Yeah, hopefully I could win. You know, cool.
Thank you, Judge Shims.
Change over.
Your sign off is hopefully I can win.
As a child in Tennessee, I never experienced a real ramen experience. I had the very cheap ramen at home, and I didn't even make it dressed up. No egg, no nothing that made it fancier. Even on the playground, I dreamed someday of having a good ramen, even if I didn't know what it was, especially in playing a certain game.
Going duck, duck, goose.
Duck, 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 duck. Judges, I present my ramen, duck, duck, duck.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, this is beautiful. Like the presentation, this looks like a bowl of ramen that I would order at a restaurant.
Wow.
You can see the noodles and a bunch of the veggies and how the meat's laid on the top and even layered.
Yeah, I agree. The presentation is great. I think it has the garnish on the top and you can really see what you're kind of getting into. You know, it's got the sliced duck breast over the top. It's got the scallion. So it's sort of like giving you some clues as to what you're about to experience.
Definitely the prettiest bowl of the four. Sorry, guys.
Oh, I mean,
but this is definitely the
looks on
prettiest
everything.
bowl.
Subjective, I'd say.
Oh, wait a second. These are this is noodles.
What the f?
Yeah,
Damn it.
all right.
Wow.
What?
How'd you do that?
This is great.
Whoa. This broth is very different than everybody else's. Nice, it's got a really nice sweetness to it. And a lot of fat to it as well.
Oh, it's fatty.
The fat isn't really like emulsified though. It's kind of, there's a big like kind of fat slick on the top. I'd like it if it was a little bit more emulsified into the broth and therefore would kind of coat the noodles more as opposed to just kind of being like over the top. But yeah, the flavor on the broth is really nice.
It's a little too fatty, but your noodles turned out really well. And even your little carrots, they have just the slightest crunch.
The mushrooms gives like a natural umami to this whole dish, which is really nice.
And the seaweed. I think the duck is nice. You know, you got a nice render on the skin. The hoisin on there is nice. And
yeah, great job on the duck.
It's my first duck cook.
That duck looks so good.
Jude, I'm curious if you've ever heard of anyone putting foie gras directly into a broth.
No, I've never heard of foie in a broth, and I think that's probably what your oil slick is on top.
You think?
You know, foie gras is almost 100% fat.
Well, actually, originally I thought it was going to be goose foie gras, and that it was going to be duck, duck, goose.
Yeah, I think it's playful. I like the whole theme of duck, duck, duck.
Creativity-wise, I think, you know, from your opening spiel, it's clear that you know, we're really reaching back into your past.
I should have served it with quackers.
Oh.
Judges, is it ramen?
I'm gonna say yes, it's ramen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 yeses. Yeah. But were you disappointed that there were no hidden dicks in this?
Good job, Keith.
Yeah, great job.
Oh boy, it's fatty. It's like I got lip gloss on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I just want to first start off by commending you guys on your efforts. Ramen chefs spend years perfecting their broths, so I commend all of you for, you know, having the guts to put yourself out there and really go for something that is not an easy craft to perfect.
I receive all the positive energy.
Thank you.
I'm bathing in it.
Yeah.
This person had a bowl that was really well presented. We were kind of set back a little bit when we took a sip of that broth. Very surprised about it. But we decided that in 4th place today is Zach.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh, wow. Wow.
The soup slut himself.
Wow.
That means I brought the 2 worst chefs that I've ever met in my life. You said it was your favorite broth that you've ever had in your life. I think this is a big
really great broth.
Wow.
It was really great broth, right? Like we all agree it was
That's half the
really, really
competition.
great.
But the parts of it that weren't, that like, you know, more than overshadowed that good broth. Like, so it was way more bad than good.
That's just your frickin' point of view.
Coming in at 3rd place, you know, this was a very tough decision for us. Both of the ramens that we were trying to decide between on this had a lot of little treasures inside of them. So we are gonna have to go with 3rd place here. Jared.
Yes! Anything but 4th! Yes! I feel like I just won!
That's what's up.
Yes! Oh. Yes! Wow! I feel like I just got 1st place. Thank you so much for your time, for your consideration. Thank you for giving me 3rd. I love you all. I'll go to all of your restaurants. I'll eat there all the time. Wow! Yes!
I've got the honor of announcing today's winner. It was close, you guys. It's coming down to the triple Ds. On one end, we've got Dick, Dick, Dick. On the other, Duck, Duck, Duck. The winner of today's episode is going to be Keith.
Duck, duck, duck! Duck, duck, duck! Duck, duck, duck! Duck, duck, duck! Dicks, duck, duck, duck! Dicks, duck,
We've got 5 more episodes. Join us next week for Oreos and get tickets to the live special at tryguys.com/war. We'll see you next time. Quack, quack, quack.
And I thought your soup was foul.
Next week on Without a Recipe, Oreos.
This thing is hot.
Oops, we have to throw these in. We gotta get these in the outside oven right now. Jesus Christ!
Oh, weird.
Without a recipe, baby. Without a recipe, baby.